It's 17th of April, Monday, 2023. It is 10:15 New York time. And yeah, just going to quickly do some live tape reading. It is the Silver Bullet hour setup for the ICT. So 10 to 11 is where he's trying to find the Silver Bullet. So at the minute, price is going quite sloppy. Price was expecting this volume imbalance, and I was wanting to see if it would print new lows down here, as dollar has been quite firm this afternoon. So since 8:30, this news came out. It's been pretty firm. So yeah, there's a imbalance here. Sibby. See how it respects this here. About there. Let me plug in my keyboard quickly. Yeah, that's a bit more straighter. So yeah, there and there. Civvy. See how it reacts. Also equal highs here. But if dollar's firm, then I suspect ES to be trading lower. Potentially into this fair value gap, which is I think the 5 minutes of here, which is also if you draw a fib, I think it's from here to here, is in a equilibrium. Well, not from there, sorry, from this push here is in equilibrium discount. So yeah, let's have a look on the 1 minute again. 2 minute as well is overlapping that volume imbalance nicely, but now it's traded above traded above it and closed above it, which shows that potentially price will still run higher. It shows that it's not as bearish as it is. It's been quite sloppy, so I'm not surprised it's done that either. If this shows support, could potentially want to run this highs. We shall see. Just stay patient. No entry. Just trying to read what price is telling me. At the minute, it's broken above this volume imbalance and shown support. Shows support, then potentially wants to run these highs. We should buy stops because people who sold down here has moved their stops here, or they think it's resistance. Let's take a look at the Dixie. Supporting on this here, which is a new week opening gap from last week, and this is a daily opening gap from last week as well. 12th, and this is the 9th. If this falls lower, it send the ES higher. See. You can see if this leaves a fair value gap. Just going on to my notes quickly, there's something that Michael said. So, if it doesn't leave this and price pulls lower and taps into this bottom, the high of this candle here, it's called an immediate rebalance. And if it leaves that, and then it means it'll run really far. A lot further than you think anyway, and it shows that it's either bullish or bearish depending on which way it's going. So at the minute I want to see now, I just want to tap into it. Wherever it closes. Tap into it and then we're on. That's called institutional order flow entry deal. So this is a fair value gap here. Buy side liquidity here. Not sure how many handles that is. But yeah, that'd be the target. See here. Just watch price as well. If it struggles playing around here, then it shows it's just not as bullish as you think. I don't really want to see it close all above this. Let's go find the consequent encouragement, which is 65.75, so 65 3/4. Like that. Like at the minute, I want to see it run with energy now. To the upside. Here as well. There. So this is the draw of liquidity. The magnet around here. Just be careful of this as well, because this is resistance at the minute. See how price respects this. I want to see it burst through it like it's not even there. I don't want to see it play around here. If it shows that, if it starts like slowing down here, it shows that there's not enough like momentum to push through, and I'll just be less confident in holding the trade. Like it's looking like now at the minute. I wanted the price to just literally not even think that it's there and just go bang straight through. So if you're using this trade here from the this point here, potentially look to take some profit here, because it could reverse on here because it's been a quite choppy day, and dollar's been very firm as well. It's nice how it's rejected this here though, and it's pulled lower, rejected this new weekly opening gap, so we could potentially head to this BISI here and this sell side potentially as well, which then would back up the idea of ES going long, but it's just at this resistance level here that it's struggling. So yeah, that's why it's important to just keep an eye on every single candle at a time, not enter a trade, walk away, because psychology, people say that like, oh, if you can't deal with psychology, walk away until you get stopped out or until you win the trade. You could have took some profit here, moved stops to entry, whatever, because you knew that prices hasn't got enough momentum at the minute. So you could have gained something in the market and took a little bit less loss, or and be less stressed. So the silver bullet setup, it's really choppy at the minute, but that's the fair value gap. Here, and buy side is here. So these equal highs, relatively equal highs. Struggling at this resistance point. I think it was the 5 minute fair value gap here, which is showing a struggle. And I'd say probably give it one more push up, and if it fails, to take out the trade. That's what I would do. Give it one more push up, and if it rejects that, then get out of the trade. But hopefully now it should, with this last push, potentially push through and break everything. If not, then I'll just be less confident and be like, okay, there's no reason for me to be in this trade now, because price clearly is struggling to break through. You don't want to be holding a trade and just be looking at your profit going up and down, or just looking at the chart and it just failing and going near break even and then pushing up again. You want to just see it smash through, and at the minute it's not. Oh yeah, just going to delete this here and just print here. So the consequent encouragement of this wick, I just want to see if this holds support. So that orange line, 66 3/4. That would be my last line of defence. If price closes below that, then I would come out of the trade for me. Let's take a look at Nasdaq. So Nasdaq's pulling down. The Dow's pulling up. Dollar. It's all going sideways. It's mostly going sideways, not that choppy. The Nasdaq is pulling lower now. So that shows that it's not. So it's this long here is going to be a high resistance liquidity trade, which you don't want to be in. You want to make sure these three, so the E-mini, the Nasdaq, and the Dow are all synchronized, and then the dollar is running opposite. That's what you want to have a low resistance liquidity trade. So this way it won't have that chop. It will just blast through, take out buy side, and yeah, that's what happens. But let's just see how this holds up here. This consequent encouragement. Dow still pulling lower. There's a volume imbalance here. That'd be probably the last line of my defence as well. At this point, I'll probably be out of the trade. If it attempted over here, one more push here, I would have took out the trade there. Just because I wouldn't want to just put myself through all this choppiness. Because it could easily push lower, take out these stops here, and then run through. So another attempt to push through. Let's see. See what it wants to do. Yeah, I see. For the minute, struggling. Hasn't even closed above it. So Nasdaq. Cool. See the open of this candle, or the close even, sorry, which is 67 flat. The close of that candle is 67 flat, so it hasn't actually closed below this volume imbalance yet. Now it has, so I'll be even less confident for a high on this here E-mini, just because Nasdaq is pulling lower. The Dow, however, is pushing up. Far side here. Volume fair value gap. That's just tapped into. Might want to run into this buy side. So if you moved your entry to break even, stop to break even, sorry, you would have been stopped out. And if you didn't, you probably would have got stopped out now and lost. So that's how you can tell, like, while looking at price, that what you should do with your entry. Sort of lost. But you shouldn't even got into the trade anyway, so. Because it was high resistance liquidity. see that now. This could become an inversion fair value gap. You see here is now turn resistance. If that happens, then potentially now we can see one on these lows. Yeah, but it's very seek and destroy, in my opinion. Choppy price. Choppy price. This is what separates good traders from bad traders. Good traders know not to trade in these conditions. Bad traders trade, and they don't know what good and bad conditions are. They just trade, and they don't know why they get stopped out, or why they get stopped out even more on some days. Fair value gap here. However, there's just been no runs on any liquidity at the minute. So it's still got sell side liquidity here and buy side liquidity here. So once it's 50-50, it's basically, in my opinion, gambling. I'm not that good to tell exactly at like RCT, but if you see buy side and sell side 50-50, just stay out of the market because it's just gambling. But inversion fair value gap, there's fair value gap there as well. Could we see sell side get seeked now down here? Give him one more attempt to push up to the buy side. I guess sell side here has been taken now, these lows. So does it want to push and take out these highs? Potentially now. This 5-minute fair value gap has definitely proven some strong resistance. Yeah, this is definitely not what you want to be trading in. So it's good to know when is a good time to be trading and when is a bad time to be trading. Right. This is very choppy. Monday, so got the rest of the week. There's no point in starting the week in drawdown and trying to use Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to try and get out of drawdown. That's not what you want. I'll give it 5 more minutes because I don't want this video to be too long. But yeah, that is why sell side here has now been taken. It's low. Let's see if this shows support here. Take a look at the Nasdaq. These lows could be taken now. Dow. This inversion gap is showing resistance. Does it want to run lower to take out these lows as well? Dollar pushing up above this daily opening gap now. This Bissy showed support. Here, so I would only be selling the dollar if it's below this now. Because this is strong support here for the day. Next target, the dollar. Potentially all these. Here. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. And that, potential targets. As well. Volume imbalance here. See, that shows support in the 1 minute. Forex is out of the equation now. It's past 3 p.m. UK time, 10 a.m. New York time. So does it want to run lower now? This fair value gap showing resistance. Let's have a look. Very, very choppy. Nasdaq's leading. Dow pushing lower. Let's see if it gets below here and shows resistance, then we'd definitely be likely to take out the sell side. Let's see. Very choppy day, no entries, in my opinion. I'll give it till 10:40 here, so 3 more minutes, 3 more candles, and then the video should be done. So it's about a 20-minute video. Down here now, draw of liquidity. Leveling up here. Potentially get printed, or is it too late? Sell side could be taken already. Say sell side down here as well. And it's not been taken, well, been touched. I want to see it break. There we go. Lower. But yeah, very sloppy price action. Dow's probably trading lower as well. Dow nearly taken out that sell side. Taken out there. Hasn't taken out there yet. Nasdaq has dropped lower as well. Taking out sell side here. Dollar should be pushing up. Taking out that buy side, and next target there. But yeah. Tapped back into this 5-minute Bissy as well, which is in a discount. So from premium to discount. Is there any entries? Nope, not really. Very sloppy. Yeah, cool. I don't think anyone really watches these, but like and comment if you want. Yeah, comment anything, any questions. Yeah, but this is all ICT, so shout out to him. I'm literally just making these videos just so I don't have storage on my computer, and I just keep them on YouTube. Cool.